What's good, YouTube? Your boy Big Spiller back one more again, and today I will be using my Insta360 Go for the first time in a practical application. I'm going to give y'all an update on my Lectric XP, where I'm at with it right now, yada yada yada. So I got my holder on it, camera holder for it, and also I have the chest pendant. Let's open it up. As you see, that is the camera. And so right now, I'm gonna go ahead and use the default camera mode for right now. In the default mode, it will shoot straight to MP4, 1080p or 1440p. This is good because you don't have to do any external processing. The bad thing is it doesn't have the flow state stabilization. It just has basic stabilization on. It doesn't have the horizon leveling, where if you turn the camera, the horizon will stay completely level. So now I am recording with the Insta360. It doesn't have a screen on it or anything like that, but it has such a wide field of view that you don't need a screen for it, because you just know everything is going to be inside the shot. You just put it and look at the frame, so there's no screen to distract you from not making eye contact with the lens or your fan base or whoever you're trying to talk to. So that is a good thing. Now I'll put it into my headpiece. I'm riding my bike, I can focus straight ahead with the ratchet part right here. Or if I want to show you how I'm pedaling or something, like I can point the camera down. You can point straight down or anywhere in between. Now in Pro mode, if I start it, you can feel the vibration when I hit the button on my remote right here. Now it doesn't matter the orientation of the camera, it will keep the horizon level at all times in this mode. The files are bigger. Look in the mirror, you can see me now. The camera recording, and we'll see how the image quality is. All right, I'm outside on the bike, and I'm putting on my accessories. I got my light, front headlight. I use that so I don't have to drain any extra off the battery. And I got my speaker here, my Bluetooth speaker.
Bluetooth enabled.
And I got the tail light, flashing light I put on the back here, so that hopefully people see me, they won't run over me. And okay, so put my Gatorade down there, my drink. Let's see here, let's see how many miles we got on this thing. 2785, so almost 2,800 miles on the bike. Actually probably got 2,800 miles. Anybody that has this bike knows that odometer underestimates the mile opposed to what your GPS may say. And the tires back here, as you see, the purple starting to show through on the main tread, so I think that's an indication to let you know that you need some new tires. But you think I pay attention to that? Hell no. Anyway, I will get some new tires soon. The front tire's still good. I think that's it. We're gonna go ahead and get this show on the road and see what this camera does. Okay, the unboxing footage that you saw at the beginning of the video, I'm actually going to make a separate video for that. I was gonna put it at the end, but it was gonna make this video way too long, so I opted to just go ahead and do a unboxing video that will be coming to y'all soon. All right, y'all stay tuned. There was some additional footage between what I'm showing right now, but I don't know if I deleted it or the camera didn't record it or what. I'm assuming I deleted it by accident, but I just want to put that note in there. I wanted to stop the video so I could talk to you guys again. So I paused the camera, put it in the case, and let it charge a little bit. So I got 15 gigs of information left, video left. So that first segment took another 5 gigs. About 10 minutes, I think, because I was sitting at 20, I think 20, 21. So 10 minutes, 5 gigs. That's kind of a lot. That's a lot. That's one of the shortcomings of this device. It's small, compact, it's very versatile in how you can use it.
but you gotta manage the battery and the storage on it. It only comes with built-in storage, no SD card that you can swap in and out, all that. So on the first review of the Go 1, I was really excited. I was like, this camera isn't what it's supposed to be, but I can see where they're going with it. How y'all doing? And I was really excited because I was like, you know, they were Insta360 really thinking outside the box as far as what an action camera could be, what a vlogging camera could be, should be. And so yeah, I was like, you know, the next iteration of this camera is gonna be awesome, and it really is. And so it's not perfect yet, but it is getting close to it. So the next one, how's it going? All right. I see it having a SD card slot on it, still being waterproof though. Better. Like, how's it going, She? What's that? Nah, man, can't let you do that. Sorry. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, the next iteration is going to be even better. I don't see anyone else trying to get in this lane. I'm glad Insta360 is doing that, because it's a really interesting market segment for people that want to, you know, from all the reviewers I've seen, they're saying it's the easiest camera to shoot things with without thinking about shooting, which I have to agree with. You know, you don't worry about framing or composing your shots or anything like that. You just wear it, put it on, and that's that. The main thing you gotta worry about is it running out of battery and it running out of storage or overheating. Once they get those issues ironed out, maybe the Go 3 is going to be an amazing, awesome camera. This one is really amazing too. All the functionality that's built into the camera, into the software, into your mom's. Yeah, first time I got heckled on this bike. Leave it up to kids, you know, talk shit. Anyway, yeah. So that's the thing. Speaking of different times and different functions and stuff, I'm gonna pull over here and get a time lapse of the next segment of my bike trek. That way I can extend the battery life, still show the whole trip, or most of the trip, and have a synopsis at the end. So let's do that, why don't we? Another way to get battery management and storage management, put it in hyperlapse or time-lapse mode. So let's see if I can set that up and get it going. Y'all hold tight. So I was wrong about that assumption. My camera ended up dying during this time lapse, and I did not know it. I'm not sure if the battery was low or where it was when I started shooting this, but it did stop before I asked it to stop. I was, however, able to put it back in the charging case and charge it to be able to get the last segment that I'm about to show you all. All right, back in pro video mode. About to get this last bit of riding in. Bike on up a little bit.
Heart rate is 98.
Folks chilling at the park. gonna break it back down. I'll give y'all a half view. Turn my hat around. See what that means. I don't know if y'all can still hear me or not. Might be an interesting shot. Maybe not. Maybe not. Back around. I'm gonna give a down shot now. Show pedaling in the bike and stuff. Doing about 20 now. Easily. Not much effort. Pedal assist 3. Let's see how much voltage I got left. Saying 47.3. It'll go back up once I drop it. Pedal assist 3. But yeah, and using 10 amps right now, current. And when I'm like just casually riding, I'm using about anywhere from 4 or 5 amps. So I'm definitely drawing more power right now on the bike. So I'm gonna stop it here. Well, let's keep it going. I don't want the camera to die on me. And then this footage doesn't save. I don't know how it does that. I don't know if it will save before cutting off or if it just die without saving. Hopefully they got it smart enough it'll cut off. So yeah. All right. Let me stop it here. Still recording, cool. What can I say? Well, the cars are stopping. Got the green light. Let me go ahead and go. That light don't last long at all. All right. So, save battery. I think I'm gonna put it in pro mode. I mean, in regular mode and put it on my chest. Last bit, a little bit on the way home. So that's one thing about this camera. Definitely gotta be mindful about conserving your battery, especially when it's outside the case and the disk space. So it's not for long form interviews or things like that, sporting events. It's more for short segments. Shoot up to 15 minutes, but at a time, but I wouldn't trust that. Anyhow, let me pause the video and pick it back up.
12 miles within 1 hour, 3 minutes and 23 seconds. Last mile took you 3 minutes and 58 seconds. Heart rate is 107.
Still recording. What the hell's going on? I ain't told it to record still. Still in pro mode. I thought I stopped it.
All right. I switched over to the Pocket 2. This is the internal mic on it. Let me plug in the Attachable ETM 001. All right. Do y'all like the difference? Let me know. Okay. All right. So I just plugged in the Insta360 Go 2 to the computer with a normal data cable that I use to charge my phone or whatever, and the computer saw it. Once I opened it up, I tried to connect it with it closed and it didn't respond or do anything, so I opened it up. I actually had to push this button here to power on to connect to the device, and then it recognized the USB and like the computer could see the files. Before it was just charging it. So here we are. These are the files that are on the drive. Highlight all the files. What happened to the select all in Windows?
I don't know what why they got rid of that. Properties. It says it is 20 gigs on the dot. That's everything that's on the drive there, or on the camera. Okay. So we're going to just go ahead and drag this onto another file. Let's see here. 32 megabits per second right now. And it says it's going to take about 10 minutes. So this ain't a fast process, y'all. I'm plugged into a USB C port on my computer, so it should be pretty, fast as far as that's concerned. The data transfer rate is kind of slow. So I'll come back after everything's been transferred and I'll show y'all what it looks like in the actual Insta program. Just went to Insta360 Go's website and downloaded the new version of the Insta360 Studio 2021. Okay, so now I can, the previous version didn't work with the Go 2 footage, and so now I got all the profiles from over here. I dragged them into the batch loader over here. You can examine each one individually. What's cool is, alright, so this is the shot, and you can click on it with your mouse and then you can reframe the video. See, I can see more on the top, or if I want to kind of look down low, you can pan up. Now in the phone app you can add keyframes where you can change it throughout the video. You can have it straight and then it goes up, you look up, or the camera looks down. But on here, once you can only set it one place. And they said they're going to try to work on that in another software update. So let's check it out.
It will keep the horizon level at all times in this mode. The files are bigger. It shoots in a big circular format, and then you punch in.
Okay, so what I was talking about there, right here, the big circular thing. Let's click on it.
Feel the vibration.
So that's what it looks like in the raw form. It's a circular
it doesn't matter the orientation of the camera. It
thing.
Will keep the horizon level at all.
But when we bring it into the app, it crops in. Now I can also, let's say I want to make a video for TikTok or Instagram. I can change the ratio to 9:16, so it goes up and down vertically. So yeah, I can edit like that. But since I'm more in tune with YouTube, we're going to go back to 16:9. Boom, boom. And let's see. Let's try to make it dead center. That's close enough. And then once you get all these, you can batch render them. You can render them one by one, depending on how you like things. So like this one, I think it just defaults to 16:19 or 19:16. So, and there's a light flicker there, so I could probably go in and change the white balance or the flicker frequency to 60 hertz or 50 hertz or whatever. I don't know if they got that in the software or somewhere. Okay, I just wiped the drive so I can record more footage on that. And that's one thing about this camera, it's real nerve-wracking. You gotta double check, make sure you got everything. And I guess that's what any camera, or anytime you transfer footage, you want to make sure you got it backed up and you don't delete something prematurely. But being that this thing only has, if you look there, 28.9 gigs on it, you got to dump it quite often, especially since the files are kind of big. They use that square format that it punches into over here. Yeah, so it eats up a lot of memory. I still have some left on here, but anyhow, I dumped it, wiped it. Now I'm ready to shoot again and try some different things. So that's that.